student.
Assalamu alaikum masu kallon da sauraron mu. Kuna tare da gidan talabijin wannan da ke yaɗa labarai akan mita 800,996,17. Yanzu agogon mu ya ce ɗazu ta wuce yanzu ta yi an jima saura. Lokaci ne da za mu tada ku da tashin mu na labarai domin ku je da duniya take ciki.
Assalamu alaikum, labaran duniya mai karantawa Muhammadu dis Mangalabai Tallahi tare da
ya tauna gode ne abin mamaki.
Da farko kakanin labaran ya tabbata cewa makarantar Albani Science International Academy ita ce zakaran gwajin dashi. Bincike ya gano galibin ɗalibai suna faduwa jarabawa ne sanadiyar nuna halin kowan kula. Wata hajiya ta riga jirgin take ciki sauka.
Daraktan makarantar Albani Science International Academy ya yaba wa ɗalibai. Wasu ma'aikata sun sha alwashin ganin bayan shedan a wannan shekarar. Ana cigiyar wani bawan Allah amma an rasa wanda zai amsa.
To yanzu ga labaran bi da bi. Ta tabbata cewa makarantar Albani Science International Academy ita ta yi wa dukkanin sauran makarantu zarra a fadin kasar nan. A wani bincike da masana suka yi sun gano cewa ita wannan makaranta ita kaɗai ce wadda shugabanninta da talakawanta, malamanta da ɗalibanta, yaranta da manyanta, mazanta da matanta, aljanunta da mutanenta suka jajirce domin samun sakamako. Wakilinmu daga birnin Naro amma wanda mutum ɗaya ya kawo wannan rahoton. Ta da wadda cewa makarantar Albani Science International Academy ita ta yi wa dukkanin sauran makarantu zarra a fadin ƙasar nan. A wani bincike da masana suka yi sun gano cewa wannan makaranta ita kadai ce wadda shugabanninta da talakawanta, malamanta da ɗalibanta, yaranta da manyanta, mazanta da matanta, aljanunta da mutanenta suka jajirce domin sun kai tudun mun tsira. Wakilinmu daga birnin kowa na gaban da mutum ɗaya.
A wani bincike na wab da aka gudanar an gano cewa makarantar Albani Science International Academy ta tsere matsala domin makarantar ne ake tutulawa tudun tsarin ɗalibai zuzurutun karatu babu kuma kama hannun yaro. Kuma wannan makarantar ta tanadi kayayyakin karantarwa da wadataccen ɗakin kwanan ɗalibai da ɗakin karantarwa da na bincike da kuma na shan magani. Don haka iyaye su hanzarta hankalo ilahirin kafatanin rakatafin 'ya'yansu zuwa wannan makaranta. Karshen rahoton kenan ni ne tsammanin daga birnin kowa na gaban da
Babban daraktan makarantar Albani Science International Academy, Dr. na Allah mai tawakkali ya yaba wa ɗalibai akan kwazon da suka nuna a jarabawa zangon karatu na 3. A wani taron 'yan jarida da ya kira ya yi ƙarin haske kamar haka. Alhamdulillahi wannan al'amarin jarabawa zangon karatu na 3 hakika ta faranta mana rai ganin yadda ɗaliban suka nuna kwazo wanda ba taɓa nuna irin wannan lalle abin ajibi na mutu da haka muna ƙara kira da masu ɗalibai ƙara mai da su jakar karatu baya da haka muna ƙara kira da su malaman da ƙara ƙoƙari akan wanda suke domin da wasu ne kaɗai haƙar mu za ta cimma ruwa mun gode wa Allah da wannan farin ciki mun gode wa Allah kwarai da wannan farin
dakta ne kuka tanada wa ɗalibai akan karatu?
Mun tanadar wa ɗalibai abubuwan karatu kamar haka. Mun tanadar musu na'urar karatu tare da sababbin littattafai da sababbin dantuna da sababbin abubuwa.
Da me kuka tanadar wa ɗalibai akan harkar cin abinci?
Kwalaban lemuka akalla assalamu barkanmu da dawowa.
Bincike ya gano aka san ɗalibai suna faduwa jarabawa ne sanadiyar nuna halin ko kula a lokacin jarabawa. Masana sun tabbatar da cewa abin da ka shuka shi zaka girba, don haka da wani ɗalibi ya sa ran ganin alheri idan bai shuka ba. Wannan ya nuna dole ɗalibai su zage dantse wajen karatu lailan wani hara domin samun kyakkyawan sakamako ma ta sauwaka. Yanzu za mu leƙa tashinmu na tallace-tallace.
Ƙari fiyota.
La hamza kai ne ina da mene? Na wuce ta yanzu ina wata makaranta ne na albani jariya.
Wannan makaranta ina da jin talata amma ba su sani na ne.
Ai tunanin da zake ba ma wasu na ta ba karatu da ilimi ko mai turanci ko ta ba balewa.
Turanci ko ta fawa balewa, larabci ko kamar ɗan su dai. Ka Qur'ani kuwa? Ai ba ba. Tana nan Zariya ne. Ta shi kina ta.
Barkanmu da dawowa. Wani bafulatanin mahaddaci ya sha alwashin ganin bayan shedan a wannan shekarar. Ga rahotonmu daga wakilinmu Zanzoro ɗan Zotori.
shekaru ana zuwa aikin hajji kuma ana halartar wurin jifan shedan, amma duk da haka har yau ba gaban shedan din ba. Hakan yasa wani bafulatan nima da mai suna Jauro na Bufa yau gagarumin shiri domin ganin bayan shedan a wannan shekara don kowa ya huta. To bari ku je yadda zantawar mu da shi ta kasance. Menene su? Suna na Jauro na Bufa. Daga ina kuke? Kudu da arewa, yamma da gabas, sama da kasa. To ne shirin ku? Kowane shekara za a zo jefan shedan amma ba a kashe shi. Yau dai mu mun zo kashe shedan. To da me kuka tanadar don kashe shedan din? Mun zo da makaman aiki da gora da kuma adduna. To abun zuba ido a gani dai shine ko malam Jauro ya cimma burinsa. Hausawa dai sun ce idan yaro yake zai haɗe gatari to a suka masa kota. Ƙarshen rahoton kenan daga Zator dan Zator daga Lasandan.
Wata mata ce a cikin da ta yi da sanyin safiyar nan ta yi saukar gaggawa inda sai ta riga duk suke ciki sauka, amma ba ta samu ko raɓar zane a cikinta ba. Wakilinmu daga tashar jirage ta birnin Azulzula ya aiko da wannan rubutun.
Mahaddaciyar da mai suna Kanda a kun gama su ta soka ne a daidai lokacin da jirgin da take ciki yake surfafa ɗan karen gudu a sararin Malik yau mai dini, amma ba ta samu ko ƙwarzane a jikinta ba. Da misalin karfe 17 ne na agogon sararin samaniya aka jiyo kukan sanɓalelen jariri a cikin jirgin, wanda daga bisani aka gano mahaddaciyar haihuwa ta yi. A yanzu dai matuƙa jirgin sun yanke shawarar wucewa da jaririn zuwa duniyar jarirai da ke sama Bahar Maliya. Ƙarshen rahoton kenan, ni ne Matabuli na Garzali daga birnin Kaf.
Wani ba magudan da ya yi shirin aurar da diyarsa ga musulmin kirki ya karata unguwanni 18 yana neman bawan Allah, amma bai same shi ba. Yadda wannan abu ya kasance ba ma gudan ya rike wani zararren takobi ne ga yawa jini na wuce, inda zarar ya haɗu da mutum sai ya tambaye shi ko kai bawan Allah ne. Mutum na farko dai da ba ma gudan ya yi wa wannan tambayar ya amsa da cewa shi ba bawan Allah bane. Mutum na biyu kuwa da cewa yayi bayan Allah suna masallaci, shi kuwa mutum na uku sai ya mayar da jawabi da faɗin shi har yau bai zama bawan Allah ba, domin bayan Allah domin bai daɗe da shiga musulunci ba. Mutum na gaba da ba ma gudan ya tambaye shi ko kai bawan Allah ne, domin Allah ku ya kashe min nawa bawan, shi yasa nake neman nashi bawan domin nima in kashe. Ba tare da ɓata lokaci ba ya amsa da cewa da dai ni bawan Allah ne amma yanzu ya yanta ni. Haka wannan ba ma gudan yayi ta zagaye unguwanni da gari don neman bawan Allah amma ya rasa. Yanzu kuma ga wasiƙar mu ta malam dan Hausa.
Amincin Allah ya tabbata ga Albaniyawa mazirarin zazzage zurin zake don tsammanin da ta zungura, domin kuwa a asabaniyar nan ne ɗalibai suka tsuba tsibin tsatsage tsarin tsaron tsabagen abin da aka tsuba musu a ƙwaƙwalwa. Ni malam dan Hausa na yi gaskiya, domin kuwa dukkan wani rago zai rage rugurguzar rawar da ya taka. Hausawa dai sun ce abin da ka shuka shi za ka girba, in hairan in kuma sharran. Wassalamu huta lafiya.
Karshen labaran duniya kenan, amma kafin mu kare ga maimaitawar kanan. Kun ji cewa daraktan makarantar Albani Science International Academy ya yaba wa ɗalibai. Wasu mahajjata sun sha alwashin ganin bayan shaidan a wannan shekarar. Ana cigiyar bayan Allah amma an rasa wanda zai amsa.
Ya tabbata cewa makarantar Albani Science International Academy ita ce zakaran gwajin latti. Bincike ya gano galibin ɗalibai suna faɗuwa jarabawa ne sanadiyar nuna halin ko in kula. Wata hajiya ta riga jikin da take ciki sauka.
Ni Sarfilu Tambai Sallau tare da abokin aiki na
Muhammadu is Mangarabai Tallahi.
Muke cewa ku ne lafiya.
Muke cewa
to labaran da sun zo muku ne daga nan sashen Hausa na gidan talabijin ɗin Albani Science International. Labaran da sun zo muku ne daga nan sashen Hausa na gidan talabijin ɗin Albani Television Network da ke nan birnin Madara Ilimi akan mita 8,996.17. Ni Sarsabiru tambayar da na nake cewa ku huta lafiya.
Alhamdulillah. التكبير. Alhamdulillah, that was a very interesting activity that was conducted by the students of the junior classes, and right away we will be moving to debate competition for the junior classes as well. It's also a very interesting activity. So I will hand over the mic to the chief judge of the debate, and he's going to call the participants to the stage.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Without wasting much of time, we are going to call the participants to be on their seats so that they are going to debate on a topic that says children are allowed to choose their own career. The first speaker should be Abdul Karim Idris Yunus. Abdul Karim Idris Yunus should come forward. Then the first speaker on the opposing side should be Bashir Umar Jujua. Then the second speaker of the sporting side is Nabil Salih. Then the second speaker of the opposing side is Abdullah Muhammad Nasser. Then the third speaker of the sporting side is Ahmad Umar Saraki. Then the third speaker of the opposing side is Saleh Muhammad Nasser. We are going to call the first speaker of the supporting side, which is known as Abdul Karim Idris Yunus. The topic is children are allowed to choose their own career. So we are going to listen and hear what he's going to say about it.
May the shining sun arise and in 10,000 may go back to sleep. But before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Chairman, Sir Panel Judge, my co-debaters, these distinguished gentlemen. I am standing in front of you majestically, socially, independently, totally, to support the supportable motion which says children should be allowed to choose their own career. But before I proceed, I'm by name Abdulakim Idris Yunus, a great candidate from Albanian Science International Academy. But before I proceed, I would like to define the key term which is career. According to the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, page 212, paragraph 14, define career as a series of jobs which a person performs in a particular place and which acquires more responsibility. But before I continue, I would like to support the motion with my following points. Firstly, economic center. Most parents want their children to do a career which they don't like just to invest money from them. That is, according to Islam, that is incorrect. How can a parent force a child to do something which he doesn't like just to earn money from him? Please, let's look at Gaddafi's video when he was forced to read political science. He ended up making people suffer, killing people as a result of him not having interest in what he read. Secondly, please my fellow audience, let's look at religion. As we know, in every religion, it's not by force you must join in religion. So between religion and education, which one is more important? Religion, of course. So why should you be forced to do why should you be forced to do an education which you hate? If that is so, that means their own parents forced them to study what they didn't like, and it means it's heritated, and that will also lead to wickedness. So that means their own children will grow up and make their children to do what they don't like. Please, my fellow audience, that is incorrect for a student like us. Thirdly, my fellow opponent, I know you may say that children are too young to choose their own career. Yes, this is true. It is because children are too young to choose their own career. Children are too young to choose their own career. Counselors are employed in a secondary school, so that once he is in just 3, he can choose for his own self the kind of career he wants to become in future. So when he reaches senior secondary school, he can learn more about what he wants to become in future and which will benefit him in future. You grow up to be the best man among them all, building places for orphans, building places for childless mothers, helping the whole society. Please, if it's not for him having interest in what he studied, will he be able to do this? No to that question. A static shown on Al Jazeera standard that the more students choose their own career, it benefits them in the future, and the more parents choose for them, it decreases them, which makes them start to kill anybody which stands in their way. Please, now if those children had interest in what they read, please will they be clean? No. I give a correct no to that question. If they had interest in what they read, please, my fellow audience, they will have interest and they will make the society a better place. Mr. Chairman, sir, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe with the points I've presented here that parents should allow children to choose their own career. Thank you for listening.
We heard what the first speaker have said, because he is supporting the motions that says children are to allow to choose their own career. For the opposing side say no, and the person to oppose the motion is Bashir Usman Jijiwa.
My dear co-debater, how can I say that a child should be allowed to career? Don't forget about the Professor Yu Sambo in his book, Everything is Knowledge. In his book, Charity of Children, who stated that parents are the light of children. And don't forget about the novel of Professor Tellawalla, who stated that in a paragraph, he said that a light was approaching, a very bright light that even took the child to paradise. What does he mean? He means the parents. So if I proceed my proceeding procedures, I would like by approaching the presence of Mr. Chamasa, panel of judges, I pray thank you, my co-debaters, distinguished gentlemen. I am by name Bashir Umar Jijo, a candidate of Albanian Science International Academy, a member of the SS2B. Answering in front of you morally, orally, and even confidently to oppose the possible motion which children should be allowed to choose their own career. Before I wander into the bush, I would like by defining the key term career. According to Professor A. Dabo in his book, Everything is Knowledge, he defined career as an occupation anyone does to earn money. I would like to oppose the motion with my following points. Firstly, why did Allah bring us to this noble school? Because some of us want to become scientists, some of us want to become engineers. That's why our parents paid for us the school fees to come to this noble school. I will let Muhammad Awal Adam Albani build this school for future leaders, those that want to become things in the future. And it's the parents that paid for them the school fees to come to this school so that they can become, because the parents know best. If what Professor Kallawalla said that a light was that approaches children to paradise is the one that brought us to this school, then yes, parents should be allowed to choose for their children their career, since they are the lights that will take them to what they want. My co-debater here said that parents choose for children career for money. Yes, I agree, parents choose for children career for money. But why did they choose children career for the money? Is it because they want the money to be for their own use or for the children's use? That's what he didn't stated. The money usually is for the parents' use. For his parents, if the children are becoming lawyers or they are becoming politicians, if the job is not successful, they can use money to make a trading factor, since their parents make them become something that will end them with money, so they can decide to get money through it. Corruption. Now in Nigeria, the main means of corruption is because children are allowed to choose their own career. Some people can decide to become musicians, doing oyadab. Everywhere they go, oyadab. America, oyadab. Nigeria, oyadab. China, oyadab. Now it has even reached the noble city of the Prophet, Medina. My dear co-debaters, my dear slide co-debater, how can you say that children should be allowed to choose their own career? Mr. Chairman, sir, panel of judges, distinguished gentlemen, I hope you are convinced, not confused, that children should be allowed to choose their own career. This is directly to the educationists, and those of educationists need education educating those who want to be educated educationally. Thank you for listening.
This is Bashir Umar Jijiwa opposing the motion that says children are allowed to choose their own career. And we are moving to the second speaker from the supporting side, in person of Nabil Saleh, to support the motion that says children are allowed to choose their own career. Saleh, over to you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, sir, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my distinguished gentlemen. My name is Nabil Saleh, and I meant to support the motion which says children should be allowed to choose their own career. Firstly, socially, in every country, there is right to expression, right to speech. So why should parents choose for their own children and their own career? So I give every children an advice to say their rights, as it was said, as it was said by Professor Almanan Hamzejega in his book. He said, "Children as leaders of tomorrow." Children are leaders of tomorrow. So why? They should face their own challenge. They should face their challenges in the world by themselves. Secondly, interest in studies. Please, my fellow judges, if a student is not interested in that studies, will he benefit from it? No to that question. So why should parents force their children to choose their own career? So why should parents force their children to choose a career they are not interested in? Once again, my Mr. Chairman, so a panel of member of the high table, I hope you are confused, not confused.
Now, the second speaker from the opposing side, albaniy Muhammad Nasir. From the opposing side, albaniy Muhammad Nasir. Please be quiet. Please listen. The senior ones are really disturbing us. Please be quiet.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, sir, my panel of judges, my accurate timekeeper, my distinguished co-debaters, and my superb audience. I go by name Abdullah Muhammad Nasir, a candidate of Albaniy Science International Academy, Zaria, a member of JSS 1A. I am here to oppose the opposable motion, which is stating that children should not be allowed to choose their own career. Firstly, let's look at this point financially. Why do most of our parents bring us to this school? Because this school is built for science students, but most of us, it is not all of us want to become scientists. Some of us want to become lawyers, teachers, pilots. But why do our parents bring us to this school? Because most schools are just too expensive. For example, like now you say you want to go to an aviation school. The school fees for an aviation school is 10 million naira, while the school fees for this noble school is just 300,000 naira. So means our parents must just bring us to this school. Secondly, let's look at this point religiously. Most children just want to become bankers. Why?
Please listen please.
Most children just want to become bankers. Why do you want to become bankers? Because of this mode of simple interest transaction, and it is prohibited in our religion. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, my panel of judges, my accurate timekeeper, my distinguished co-debaters, and my wonderful audience. These are the wonderful songs.
Please, we need silence, please. Please, we need silence.
Assalamu alaikum. It is very unfortunate, you the senior students, you are the one disturbing the program. So it means that you can even instruct your junior ones to do what is right. Please, you should bring yourself back to order. We are here for business. We are not here for joke. Thank you.
The first speaker from the supporting side is Ahmad Omar Saraki, to support the motion that says children are allowed to choose their own career. Saraki, go ahead.
And the future belongs to those who start now, and you can't improve the future without disturbing the present. So how can you improve the future? By choosing career for the children. Before I proceed, I would like to give honor to whom honor is due. Good day, Mr. Chair, panel of judges, my coordinators, accurate thanks for a good day to you all. But before I proceed, I would like to I'm here to support the supportable motion which said that children should be allowed to choose their own career with the following point of mind: development. Please, my colleague, how do you expect your country to be developed when you are deciding the destiny of your people? According to Abraham Lincoln said that nobody should decide your destiny. But please, how can you compare China and UK before? But you see China now as far as UK, because according to your constitution, children should be allowed to choose their own career. Any parent found choosing career for children will face the consequences. But in UK, children are not allowed to choose their own career. That's why most countries are passing them in development. Now, even Nigeria, inshallah, will come and pass UK. Secondly, I'm going to talk about political center. This is all about politics. Please, my audience, how do you expect people who are not having interest in ruling you to rule you? Don't you think that they will cheat you? They will break the country corrupt? For example, like Gaddafi, he was not having interest in ruling the country as Libya. So you see what happened? He cheated them. Told them when they were waste of money and time. People who their parents choose their career for them are not having interest in the course, so they don't have time to read. They will not have time to be in the class, so they waste their parents' money. So after they graduate, they just change their decision. They just escape from home. So this is actually how the person was done.
This is Ahmad Umar Saraki from the supporting side, supporting the motion, and the third speaker from the opposing side is Saleh Muhammad Nasser.
Good day, Mr. Chairman of the Sacred Timekeepers, my co-creators, and my loyal gentlemen. My name is Saleh Muhammad Nasser, candidate of Albanian Science National Academy, a member of the study. I am here to oppose the motion which says that children are allowed to choose their own career. If you say that a child is allowed to choose his own career, a child may decide to choose a bad job to be a child may decide to choose a bad job. But according to my first speaker, he said that according to protocol law, he said that parents are the light of children. Parents are the light of children. So he said that parents are the light of children. So if a parent chooses a job for his child, the parent knows better than the child. My second point, disagreement. If you say my opponent, he said that parents choose career for their children to get money, but that is a lie, because parents do not only choose career for their child to get money, they choose it to improve their nation. A child may decide to become an engineer, but parents will say no, become a politician so that you can improve the other politicians who are corrupted. Thank you.
This is the first speaker from the opposing side. So we have two topics to be debated. The first one is children are allowed to choose their own career, and the second one is smartphones do more harm than good. So I think what you are going to do, you as a participant of this very first topic should go down and sit down. Then we are going to call the participants that they are going to talk about or debate on the second topic to come forward. No, we have this one. Yes. We have two topics I have said in the first place. We have Muhammad Nasser Muhammad as the first speaker from the supporting side. Then first speaker from the opposing side, Ali Sabo Bako. Then the second speaker from the supporting side is Yusuf Muhammad Kabir. The second speaker from the opposing side, Abdul Ghaffar Abubakar Usman. Then the third speaker from the supporting side, Muhammad Sharuf. Then the third speaker from the opposing side is Umar Farooq Abubakar. The topic is smartphones do more harm than good. So we are going to call the first speaker from the supporting side, Muhammad Nasser Muhammad.
Your range does not far from it. So as I don't go far from it. So before I proceed with my proceeding procedure, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Chairman, sir, panel of judges, my co-debaters, as my distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I hereby Muhammad Nasir Muhammad, class member of JS1A, a student of Albaniy Science International Academy. I'm here to support the supportable emotion which says that smartphones do more harm than good. First of all, I would like to define the teacher which says smartphone. What are smartphones? Smartphones are advanced phones which are used to browse in internet for social media and other useful things. I would like to support the emotion which by following points. First of all, the reason why I say smartphones do more harm than good is because of fraud. Yes, people use it for fraud, like hacking into people's Wi-Fi. And what I mean by fraud is, instead of you using your own thing, be self-reliant with your own and depend on what you are doing. No, you'll be depending on other people's things, and you'll be using it like hacking into people's Wi-Fi to browse in internet for bad things like music, etc. Secondly, pornography. Yes, people don't use their smartphone to learn more good things. No, they use it to browse for pornographic films. Thirdly, e-learning. Yes, I know e-learning is good in people's way, but when a teacher is teaching in a class, no, instead of the student listening on what the teacher is teaching him, no, he will be listening to music, playing videos, playing games, etc. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Chairman, sir, again, power of judges, my co-debaters, and my distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Muhammad Nasir Muhammad supporting the motion that says smartphones do more harm than good. So let's hear from Aliu Sabo Bako, who will oppose the motion.
No matter how dark the weather is, it never rains, and no matter how hungry the mountains and jungles are, lions still the king. Before I proceed to my procedure, I would like to remind you about the book written by Professor Sabako, which says that every man has smart trade must have a disadvantage. Here, all the researchers are saying that smartphones do more harm than good, but I'm 100% sure that smartphones do good better than harm. Before I hit the nail on the head, I would like to give one or two honors due to the presence of Mr. Chairman, sir, panel of judges, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My following point are as follows. Firstly, communication. It makes it easy for us to communicate instead of us wasting our energy, wasting our money, going to fuel station, fueling the car. But you might just use instead of you wasting your time for like 30 hours, you might just summarize the time in 20 minutes. Just use your cell phone, call whom you like at the time you wish and anytime you want. Secondly, entertainment. Sometimes you might be angry or sad, but by this smartphone you can use it to watch me videos and music, etc. And thirdly, e-learning. We might use it. Thirdly, e-learning. Even the director here knows the advantage of it. That's why he brought it. So I have not. So I can't say much about that. Fourthly, is the business. Business. It makes it easy for us and going on our business activities. You might find a person lying on his bed, taking Coca-Cola, receiving air condition, but earning money in his account. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. By using a smartphone, nothing is impossible. A typical example is Dangote, one of the richest man in Africa, one of the 7 richest man in the world, who says that without smartphones he might not be as rich as this. So I hope the smart people who use smartphones knows that I'm talking directly to educationists. Even though some educationists need to be educated educationally before educating those who want to be educated educationally. Thank you.
Ali Sabobako from the opposing side. Please listen. Second speaker from the supporting side, please listen. Let's hear from Yusuf Muhammad Kabir supporting the motion.
Like to give good day, Mr. Chairman, sir. I am always thank my coordinators and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I like to support I'm here by name is Muhammad Kabir. I'm here to support. I'm a student of Albaniy Science International Academy from JS1B. I'm here to support the supporting motion which says smartphones do harm than good. Now first e-learning. Even you can use smartphones to read in your class, but when the teachers are teaching the students, they can be watching films, videos, and be playing games in the class, and it can corrupt you. Now let us talk about corruption. Corruption in the future, you can become corrupt. You can be corrupted by becoming a musician, by the music you have already heard when you are small, when you are reading in the class. Now malpractice. You can use the smartphones and enter in the class without the teacher knowing, and you just be using it and be looking at it and be malpracticing in the class.
This is Muhammad Kabir from the supporting side. Abdul Ghaffar Abu Bakr Usman opposing the motion that says smartphones do more harm than good.
Comparing the incomparable is completely incomparable for a computer convert to comprehend. They're saying that two days are better than one, and also they say that technology and civilization. Before I continue, I would like to give honor to whom honor is due to the president of the chairman, sir, finance authorities, my coordinators, and audience. I'm by Abdul Ghaffar Bakar Usman, a candidate to Albanian Science Academy. I'm studying to offer motion which say smartphone do more harm than good. Before I proceed my proceeding procedures, I would like to defend the chunky smartphone. According to Professor Emma and Professor Lupi in their book Development of Technology, they describe smartphone as ICT by the use in terms of communication, e-commerce, e-learning, and research, etc. I would like to oppose the motion with my following points. Firstly, communication. Before the introduction of smartphone, people send messages from one place to another with this. People send messages from one place to another through transportation, and it usually takes time before it reaches its destination. With the introduction of smartphone, we are able to receive email address, vital information all around the world. This is one of the primary benefits of smartphone. Secondly, e-commerce. Thousands of business can be transacted on the online use of smartphone, easy summon of buildings, factories, cars, etc. Faster and cheaper communication service. Another major benefit of smartphone is that its ability to minimize distance and provide service communication easier without all little cost. There's a saying that all work and no play make a jack a dull, but with use of smartphone we can entertain people with the following. That is playing music, watching videos online, playing games, etc. And finally, smartphones serve as development. Any country that are not using smartphones, they are left far behind. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, Sir, Finance Authorities, a great thank you, but I hope you will justify your justification in a justifiable manner, because I believe you are the most justifiable people. Thank you for listening.
Abdul Ghaffar Abu Bakr Usman from the opposing side, opposing the motion. So let's move to supporting side and call Muhammad Sharif. Muhammad Sharif.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, panel of judge, and my co-debaters and the audience. I am by name Muhammad Sharif Dalhat. I am here to support the motion which says that smartphones do more harm than good phones. Smartphones are good to us. Yes, smartphones are good to us educatively. We use smartphones to educate, to get educated in classes, but some of us use smartphones but some of us are not using the smartphones for what it is developed for. In the class, a teacher is teaching, but someone is busy playing games, watching videos, and doing what is not supposed to do in the class. And smartphones are something special to us. For example, when a teacher is in the class, he must not waste his time writing on the board, explaining, wasting his speech, and getting tired. But he can use a smartphone and teach each and every one of person in the class, and everyone will understand. But some of us, that's not what they are here for. Our parents waste their money to get us educated, but some people do not do that. They are here watching games, playing, and do what is not part of the educative. This is only what I can say. Thank you.
Muhammad Sharif from supporting side. Let's call Umar Farooq Abubakar from the opposing side to oppose the motion.
Silence is the only answer to a fool. May the shining sun arise and the thousand snakes fall asleep. Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate principal, my co-debaters, and fellow students. My name is Umar Farooq Abubakar from Albaniy Science International Academy. I'm in this 1A. Firstly, communication. Communication is an easy way of passing information from one person to another, from country to country. You can talk to somebody that is in America but you are in Nigeria. Secondly, e-banking. You can just lay down on your bed. You can just lie down on your bed, carry your smartphone, connect to e-banking, and just load 10,000 million naira, and just send, and just receive it, and you get 1,000 naira in your home. E-registration. You can also register JAMB, WAEC, NECO from your house. When you can also register WAEC, JAMB, NECO when you are at home and you want to register. You just register directly. Your name will be put. Fourthly, e-business. You can also be doing business. You can buy a car that is in America and you are in Nigeria. It will just be transferred to you from America to Nigeria. Very easy. According to Professor Bunza, he stated that in his book Pop-Up, he stated that technology is an easy way of life. According to Professor Henry Danger, technology is life. It is easier, it is better. I hope I convince you not. That's the only thing I can say. Thank you.
Umar Farooq Abubakar. This is the end of this very debate. We had two topics. The first one